Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Sherman and welcome to SCiP-Dictation Live. Today we are covering the Foundation Epic, the decommissioning of SCP-083 known as Duke Till Dawn. Now, in case you're new to the stream, this live stream is for you to hang out with me, check out my recording process. I will set up the live control room now so that you guys can comment and ask questions about what's going on while I go through this endeavor, so to speak. There we go, live control room. So now that we are live, excellent. So the screen is on, the mic is tested. Let me tell you a little bit about what we're getting into. As far as I can tell... Oh, hey Asimov, welcome to the stream. As far as I can tell, SCP-083 was a very, very early on addition to the group. And nobody liked that sucker, apparently, because we decommissioned it. For us newer to the sites who don't deal with decommissions anymore, a decommission is when they take a universally reviled SCiP and then they write an elaborate story of how they took it out, how they got rid of it. So, SCP-083 is basically a self-insert SCP. It's the author wanted to be a vampire and also an SCP. And so that's why during this reading, his character is going to be... I'm not going to give him a Transylvanian accent. Instead, I'm just going to make him a dick. Because he seems like a dick. After that, I'm going to roll through my research. We're going to have Dr. Kondraki is the main character of this besides 083. By the way, 083 is nicknamed Duke. That's why this is Duke Till Dawn. So Kondraki, Agent Infred, Dr. Bright, Professor Kane Pathos Crow, Dr. Clef, Iceberg, Dr. Gears, SCP-682 is going to make an appearance, and Dr. Wrights is the only female character in this, and I'm going to get one of my friends to voice her so I don't have to do girl voice because I'm not good at girl voice. So, beyond that... Alright, going down the line. There's also a lot of cross-reference skips here. SCP-914 is mentioned. That's the Clockwork Machine. Rough, very rough, or fine, very fine. SCP-515-ARC is the butterfly camera. That's Dr. Kondraki's camera, which has special properties. SCP-388 is going to be used as a weapon. That is the ultimate frisbee. SCP-162 is going to happen upon the scene. That is the ball of sharp. Ow. SCP-143 is a material that is making up something we're using. That is the Bladewood Grove. Apparently, like, several times stronger than steel. Dr. Kondraki is aided by his basically sidekick SCP, SCP-408, the illusory butterflies. SCP-682 makes an appearance. SCP-173 makes an appearance. And SCP-298, the blood organ, which seems to be like a big, like, church organ that drains your blood, is going to make an important entrance into this vampire fight. So we've got all the research, we've got all the characters, and I've got little voice ideas for all of them because there's a lot of characters and they have to sound different, and that's not even including the O5s and random security guards because there's a whole bunch of security guards. This is super long and there's a lot of separate scenes. So as we go through this, we're going to have to stop and make notes of what that scene is going to be like. What's the word I'm looking for? Format-wise. Because some of these are recordings of things happening like, oh my god, the mobile task force is blah, 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 blah. Some of these are conversations while people are fighting. Some of these are interviews with doctors after the fact when they're like, hey, what happened? I don't know what happened. So we're going to have a lot of material to deal with. And in the meantime, so let's see, SCP Duke till dawn. Yep, so that is everything to start with. You have now the art direction we're going to be rolling on. If you have any questions or comments, I will hit them up in the live chat in between takes. There's going to be a lot of takes. This is a very long SCP. I'm not done yet. I'm still rolling. Okay, we reached the end. That's how many swipes it took for me to reach one end to the other. So, my longest live stream thus far has been an hour and a half. This is going to be longer. This is a marathon. It's probably going to take part in 2 or 3 parts. But I'm going to get as far as I can now before I have to be interrupted by something. So, welcome to the ride. SCP Duke till dawn. Chapter 1. Forward by 052. On boop, boop, boop. An investigation was launched into the... Oh, that doesn't show promise. Messed up on sentence number 2. 1, if you count the fact that that first sentence was really just the forward marker. Oh, boy. Loosen those lips. Need some mouth dexterity. No jokes. All right. On boop, boop, 2000 boop. An investigation was launched into the continued viability of SCP-083. Several factors were taken into account, such as the relative danger involved in sustained containment and cost-benefit danger. Ah, I got distracted. I got distracted by a Facebook message on my iPad. Thank you, Samma, for responding to my request to voice this doctor later on. I'll get back to you later. Message. Streaming now. More details to come. Unless you join the stream. Ha 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 ha. Alright, back to the chat room. Here we are. How far did I get before I mussed that sentence up?
Such as the relative danger involved in sustained containment and cost-benefit danger.
Cost-benefit danger, that's not a word.
Several
Factors were taken into account. Several factors were taken into account. Okay, cut that. Move it up. Here we go. And moving on. Such as the relative danger involved in sustained containment and cost-benefit of the costly procurement of virgin blood on a regular basis. In conclusion, a unanimous decision to terminate SCP-083 was made amongst the O5 and handed down to Site-19 administrators. After researching the difficulties involved in terminating a regenerating, superhuman, and potential Keter object, the termination was set in motion. The man chosen for the task was an old standby, a man of great experience and expertise in the elimination of humanoid SCP objects of great destructive potential. Known for his clean, almost surgical method, he was quickly approved to carry out the termination. Unfortunately, he was not available. Despite urging from peers and subordinates, Dr. Boop Kondraki was chosen to perform the termination. after giving himself the proper clearance and approval to do so through a loophole he had found in relevant regulations. 0-5 grudgingly accepted his self-appointment. 0-5-8 assuaged. That's not a word.
058 assuaged
That's a word that I've only ever read. I'm going to have to look up how to pronounce that real quick.
into account, such as the relative danger.
How do you say that word? Assuage. How to pronounce assuage. How to pronounce it? Assuage. Alright. Move, minimize.
Involved in sustained containment, leaking faced
Get to the finish line.
05 grudgingly accepted his self-appointment.
0-5 grudgingly accepted his self-appointment. Alright, here we go. Move that up. 0-5-8 assuaged the board's fears with Oh, wait, I didn't change my mic back to the right mic. My laptop, forces me to unplug my microphone to listen to anything on the computer. So I had to plug it back in. I have to make sure it's on the right setting. Because if I recorded with the laptop's microphone, it would sound terrible. Just terrible. 0-5-8 assuaged the board's fears with Dr. Kondraki's impressive credentials. Drat. 0-5-8 assuaged the board's fears with Dr. Kondraki's impressive credentials and claimed that given such an important responsibility, he might finally take his position seriously. It should be noted here that 0-5-8 was a new appointment and had not been present for previous disciplinary... Drat! This is going to take forever if I can't get my shoot together. It's okay. This is the warm-up round. It's going to get better and quicker as I warm up.
Self-appointment. 058 assuaged the...
And had not been present for the previous disciplinary actions involving the senior doctor.
And had not been present for the previous disciplinary actions involving the senior doctor.
Good.
It was a new appointment.
I've been waiting. Put this back in line. All right. Good. We're making it work. And then, moving on, next sentence. Included below are the relevant logs and documentation concerning the Duke termination. Note, for information involving the collateral damages sustained during the termination, see document 083-K 083-D-KK 052. Fancier people say 083. Casual people say 083.
Dash D.
At least that's the canon in my head.
Dash K. 083. 083. Dash D. Dash KK. 052.
All right, and that is paragraph 1. The foreword by 052. And we are moving on. All right, so this paragraph, this scene, is containment log, boop, 083-DK, boop, boop, boop. And this is the opening interview between Kondraki and SCP-083. Now, 083's... 083, we know he's a douchebag. We're going with douchebag voice. Kondraki is our main character for today, so I'm going to have to do his voice a lot. And unfortunately, he is a gruff dude. So I'm going to have to get gravelly. So that'll be fun. We'll see how long I can record his voice before I have to give up and save it for another day. Gravel, 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 gravel. Containment log. Boop. 083-DK- boop, boop, boop. Dr. Kondraki enters SCP-083's containment, carries a folding table and 2 chairs with him, proceeds to set up all 3, as originally planned, taking a seat on one end. Well, isn't this a nice little accommodation? They treat you well, Duke. Real well for something out of a Bram Stoker novel. Well, I must be doing something right, Doctor. You know, come to think of it, I don't think I've seen you around Site-19. Good. You shouldn't have. Now let's get on with this drat. Back it up, back it up. Let me check the levels on Kondraki.
He enters at the table and D3 and D on one end. Well, isn't this a nice little accommodation? They treat you well, Duke. Real well for something out of a Bram Stoker novel.
That'll do.
Well, something right, Doctor. You know, come to think of it, I must be... well, I must be doing something... I must be doing something right, Doctor. You know, come to think of it, I don't think I've seen you around Site-19.
I got the gruff sound, but I don't like the way... I think I almost made Duke sound a little bit too much like Kondraki, and that's not going to fly. Because these two are going to be talking a lot.
Proceeds to set up all written... Isn't this... You well, Duke. Something out of a Bram Stoker novel. Well.
So let's cut that out of there, too. We'll get him again. Need to add a little more... See, in my head... Ooh, this is nice. I don't know if you're a fan of the Disgaea series of video games, but I'm thinking Duke is like Vyers. That's exciting. The Dark Adonis. Unforgivable. Oh, we're going there. We're going there. Let's do it. Let's give it a try. Let's see what it sounds like. Well, I must be doing something right, Doctor. You know, come to think of it, I don't think I've seen you around Site-19. Good. You shouldn't have. Now let's get on with this interview already. I've got better things to do than chat with a bloodsucker. I'm not calling you on your diet, am I? Besides, I asked for the interview, and as you know, I do get what I want. Sure, sure. Although I remember you requested a woman. Hope you're not too disappointed, Count. Dr. Kondraki proceeds to light a cigarette and produces a container of a specially treated fluid. In the pre-termination report, Dr. Kondraki did not specify the contents for security reasons. I can't say I'm pleased to accept a brutish specimen of humanity such as yourself over a lovely morsel of femininity. Don't worry, I'll just have to make it up to Miss Boop once we're finished here. Dr. Kondraki proceeds to unscrew the top from the container and sets it to the side. SCP-083 appears to recoil from the smell. Agent Infrared stops... I always want to say Agent Infrared, but it's Agent Infrared, which is weird. He shows up in like 2 or 3 tales. I couldn't find an author page on him, so I'm just giving him a basic voice. He's not... as far as I can tell, he's not the same distinction that all these other doctors are. But, who knows, maybe... I apologize if you are Agent Infred and I just, like, was a dick to you. I apologize in advance. I could not find you a lot in my research.
Recoil from the smell.
Alright. Agent Infred stepped forward, not towards. Agent Infred stepped forward to frisk Dr. Kondraki. He swiftly liberated a handgun from Kondraki's person. Sorry, sir. This isn't authorized. Right, whatever. So why don't you tell me about yourself, Drac? Are you the mythical force of darkness that plagues the psyche of humanity? Or are you just a spoiled man-child playing vampire? I don't think I appreciate your attitude, Doctor, or your lack of respect. Blow smoke in SCP-083's direction. Funny. I don't recall giving a shit. Dr. Kondraki proceeds to grab the container and splash the liquid onto SCP-083, far before containment teams and backup agents could get into position. What the fuck did you just splash me with? Ah, good emotion, way too loud for the microphone. Gotta back that up. All right. And scroll this up. What the fuck did you just splash me with? Ah, so close. I need to get further away. What the fuck did you just splash me with? Let me hear how that sounds. Trying to be quiet, but outraged at the same time.
What the fuck did you just splash me with?
Yeah, it doesn't sound good unless I get it. What the fuck did you just splash me with?
What the fuck did you just splash me with?
Let me see if I take that down one notch, if that makes it work. If I reduce it like this.
The fuck did you just splash me with?
Okay, good. I can salvage that one. Excellent. And now, the big reveal of what the fuck he just splashed him with. Cat urine and garlic juice, bat boy, with a bit of silver nitrate. Dr. Kondraki flips the collapsible... Drat. Cat urine and garlic. All right. And Dr. Kondraki flips the collapsible table up onto SCP-083 and grabs a firearm from under the table, muttering about always keeping a backup. He discharges his handgun 7 times into SCP-083's chest and neck, before producing a wooden stake from his lab coat. The bullets were confirmed to be comprised of a silver alloy. None of these actions had been planned or approved. Cross that off the list of things I've always wanted to do. Let me check that last line real quick for clipping.
Cross that off the list of things I've always...
Yeah, I didn't say. I thought I stuttered a little bit. You heard that. Cross that off the list of things I've always wanted to do. All right. Cross that off the list of things I've always wanted to do.
Cross that off the list of things I've always wanted to do.
Excellent. All right. Fantastic. We are caught up there. And then scrolling down. So now, post-incident interview DK-083 between Dr. Censored and Dr. Kondraki. All right. Fantastic. All right, moving on. Post-incident interview DK-083. Interviewer, Dr. Boop. Interviewee, Dr. Kondraki. At what what point did you conclude that SCP-083 might be vulnerable to the same weaknesses of a stereotypical vampire, despite no previous evidence? I want to see what that sound looks like. This is just random Dr. Censored, so I'm not too worried about his voice.
Interviewer. Interviewee. What point did you conclude that SCP-083 might be vulnerable to the same weaknesses of a stereotypical vampire, despite no previous evidence?
Good. I can use that voice. He just needs to sound different enough from the person he's talking to. That way, they don't blend together. Alright, here we go. Honestly, I was just guessing. Drat, there's no just. There's no justice. Honestly, I was guessing. I figured either it worked and I got done early enough to catch some lunch, or I'd have to think fast before he killed me. Think fast? That's it? Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else, so I decided to play it by ear. You're saying you made it up as you went along? Isn't that grossly irresponsible considering SCP-083's capabilities? He's dead, ain't he? I don't have to explain myself if I get the job done. Alright, fair enough. But I have to wonder about one more thing. Shoot. Why cat urine? Well, if I was wrong and it didn't work, he'd still be the one covered in cat piss. Didn't think he'd take offense like he did, though. Amazing. Alright. Scenes 2 and 3 complete. Moving on down the road. Alright, we are currently at about 6 minutes and 43 seconds of recording. So, and we are approximately 15 to 20% done with the page. Alright, strap in, kids. Here we go. This is another post-incident interview between our intrepid interviewer. Okay, so that was Dr. Blank. That's a different guy than interviewer. So, we need a new voice for this guy. New voice. New voice. And he's interviewing Bright. So, our interviewer interviews Bright, interviews Crow, interviews Clef, interviews Iceberg. So at this point, we lost Dr. Blank, and the interviewer is going to be the one talking to everybody else in line. And the interviewer is therefore going to be talking to... Scroll down the line, scroll down the line. The interviewer's got to talk to Dr. Bright, Dr. Crow, Dr. Clef, Dr. Iceberg, Dr. Gears. Those all have to have different voices. Oh, and Dr. Wrights, but I'm not doing Dr. Wrights. Dr. Bright is a monkey. Okay, I'm going to go grab a drink right quick. So, time out. Be right back, guys. Do-do-do-do. I'm also going to dim these lights a little bit because the sun coming in although good for the video, is warming up the room a little bit. So can you still see me? You can still see me. Excellent. All right. So this is an interview between our good friend, the interviewer, and Dr. Bright. Dr. Bright does not have a voice canon that I can find, but he talks pretty casually. And he's a bookie, so he's kind of sleazy. And he's also a monkey. And he's a monkey because of a risk he took or a situation he died. So after reviewing the logs, I can't do that voice because it's a lot like Gears. Gears is very unemotional and low. But this tape is undoctored? What's the matter? Not only did I bet that asshole $5,000 that he wouldn't be able to throw cat piss at 083, but he didn't even have the good grace to die during the termination. Do you realize how much I'm going to lose from paying out on that? God damn it! This tape is undoctored? Okay, that's a good voice for this. This works. Found it! Ha ha ha! Alright. Here we go. Excerpt from post-incident Excerpt from post-incident interview 083 083-963-21. This doesn't work because they don't say who's being interviewed in this one. So I gotta tell the difference between interview and Bright. So I'm gonna have to change that format a little bit. Think. Use your art brain. Because you can't say interviewer. Okay, but I could just say interviewed Dr. Bright. So I don't have to say the interviewer, but I can say this is who's being interviewed, and then the interviewer does not matter. Excellent. Works for me. Excerpt from post-incident interview 083-963-21. Interviewed Dr. Bright. And after reviewing the logs, do you think Kondraki acted recklessly? Dr. Bright? This tape is undoctored? That is correct, Dr. Bright. God damn it! Oh, shit! God damn it! Dr. Bright, what is the matter? Not only did I bet that asshole $5,000 that he wouldn't be able to throw cat piss at 083, but he didn't even have the good grace to die during the termination. Do you realize how much I'm going to lose from paying out on that? God damn! All right, now we're going to check all that yelling for clipping.
And after reviewing the logs, acted recklessly? Dr. Bright? This tape is undoctored? That is correct, Dr. Bright. God damn it! Oh, shit! God damn it! Dr. Bright, what is the matter?
Excellent. That worked out very cleanly. And so what I'm going to end up doing with that is overlaying that cursing with the narration here. So let's cut that, move it up, and then follow that up with the narration of what's going on, overlapping his tantrum. Dr. Bright shows signs of agitation, swearing in several different languages, and throwing equipment about the room.
Dr. Bright shows signs of agitation.
That'll read. Excellent. So we have now completed that scene. Right? Yes. Good. God damn. Excellent. All right, good. Dr. Bright is complete. Moving on. All right, so we've got a little narration by 052. All right, so going back into 05 voice. At this point in the logs, we are unsure how Dr. Kondraki survived the following moments after the failed termination, due to the destruction of all surveillance equipment beforehand. Security cameras outside SCP-083's containment show Dr. Kondraki and SCP-083 exiting the containment approximately half an hour later. Forensic examination of the damages incurred within the containment are underway. Regardless, a red alert was issued, and security teams were dispatched to contain SCP-083 and get Dr. Kondraki to safety, including Mobile Strike Force Row 2, codename Hawthorne's Heroes. Including Mobile Strike Force Row 2, codename Hawthorne's Heroes. As hindsight shows, it would have been more economical just to have shot Dr. Kondraki. 052. Let's get rid of that bad codenaming.
And security teams were dispatched and get Dr. including Mobile Strike Force Row 2, codename Hawthorne's Heroes, and get Dr. including Mobile Strike Force Row 2, codename Hawthorne's Heroes.
Incredible. Back then, we have a mobile strike force, not a mobile task force. I wonder if this is before there was some conjoining event that made them all the same, or if there are actually strike forces versus task forces. I wonder.
Including Mobile Strike Force Row...
Oh, let's see if that blends with the previous sentence.
Dr. Kondraki to safety. Including Mobile Strike Force Row 2, codename Hawthorne's Heroes. As hindsight shows, it would have been more economical just to have shot Dr. Kondraki. 052.
Yeah, it would have been more economical, but you didn't. Cool. All right, moving on. All right, we have a post. I'm going to tilt this down a little bit. Hi there, guys. Check out my Mega Man shirt. How cool is that? Not really. All right, so post-incident interview with Kane Pathos Crow. Excerpt from post-incident interview 083-KPC-13. Interviewed Professor Kane Pathos Crow. It was really a pity about old 83. I had a couple of things I wanted to do with him. Like stick him in 914 on various settings and see what happened. Or see how exactly he regenerated from decapitation. Or how he reacted to 217. Or if he'd be a good organ donor. Or if he was... I can't let a was trail off. I have to pretend I was going to say something else. Or if he was going to blah 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 blah.
Or if he was...
Oh, that was bad. Why did the recording do that? Or if he was going to blah 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 blah.
Or if he was going to blah 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 blah.
Cool. Now we tacked that on there. Tip for Acting 101. If you're ever going to interrupt somebody's dialogue, that person needs to pretend that they're still talking. So this is or if he was... that just sounds like someone's being interrupted. So if you record, or if he was going to blow up the... or if he was going to steal the Declaration of Independence from Nicolas Cage, then you can record the next line as the interruption and then cut it in the editing. And it sounds a lot more natural. Sir, if you could please just answer the question. Oh, yes. Well, Dr. Kondraki seems to get by in these sort of situations. A master of pulling it out of his ass, so to speak. So you would label him as a reckless, then? What is a reckless? So you would label him as reckless, then? Yes, without a doubt. Uh-huh. So he's a potential liability. Oh, I never said that. Granted, he's about as inaccurate as a faulty hand grenade or something of that ilk. The only safe place to be around him is probably inside him or something. But he gets things done at the expense of everyone and everything around him not sturdy enough to withstand the blast. What? He does! Look, what? He does! Alright, we have passed the 10-minute mark on this recording. Alright, so here's where things need to get more arty again. This is a security log, and it's a narration of what's happening. Kondraki exits down a hallway, being chased. The SCP recovers and pursues Kondraki further into the central containment areas. Is able to enter another containment. Blah, 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 blah. So there's a whole bunch of terrible things happening. But the thing is, I could just read the narration. Someone suggested on Reddit that I could go through and, like, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Try and put these up like radio plays where you can hear what's happening instead of just having it told to you. But the thing of it is, there's so much detail that I can't see getting all of the details across audibly without a narration. Like, even a radio play has a narrator telling you the actions, and then the dialogue is what's said, and this log is no dialogue, all narration. So I think what's going to happen here is I'm going to do the narration, but I'm going to spend some extra time on sound design trying to go through and, like, make the sound effects of the gunshots and the things happening and boing boing noises to make it seem like this action is happening behind whatever I'm saying. So, let's try this narration. Here we go. Security log C083K Z. Oh, fudge.
Security log C.
Yeah, just delete that. Let's not do that. Security log C-083-K. Dr. Kondraki exits down hall R14 while SCP-083 pursues. Severe damage caused to blindness. Severe damage caused due to blindness. Severe damage caused due to blindness inflicted by Dr. Kondraki's camera. See SCP-515-Archive, which caused considerable thrashing until regeneration set in. SCP-083 recovers and pursues Dr. Kondraki further into the central containment areas. Dr. Kondraki, with a small lead, is able to enter non-sentient object containment and makes his way past 2 armed guards by flashing his ID. SCP-083 enters non-sentient containment, kills and drains several nearby researchers. Searches for Dr. Kondraki within the area, resulting in further casualties. Dr. Kondraki accesses a safe within containment, removes a circular object, and retreats from containment. Drat. Removes a circular object. Good. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of editing. Like, this is going to be another 3999 where I have like a week-long job where y'all just aren't going to see me while I edit this monstrosity. It's going to be good. Eventually. removes a circular object and retreats from containment block back into hallway R17. SCP-083 continues to pursue and appears to take chase. Moments later, a flash of light is seen by a camera down the hall, and a bright, disc-like object impacts SCP-083. SCP-083 loses his leg and falters. Dr. Kondraki stops to observe the damage as the disc, confirmed to be SCP-388, continues through Site-19. Drat.
Confirmed to be SCP-388.
I want to give code names to some of the SCPs used as weapons. That way it helps people who know what's going on, or who don't know what's going on.
The disc.
Because the first one was 515-archive, which was Kondraki's camera. But this one has not been introduced besides it's a disc. Confirmed to be SCP-388, codename The Ultimate Frisbee, continues through Site-19 and eventually comes to rest 2 kilometers away from the research facility. Dr. Kondraki approaches SCP-083 with a firearm drawn. SCP-083 begins to regenerate and stands up while bracing against the nearby wall. Dr. Kondraki is seen speaking before taking off down hallway Y8. SCP-083 follows shortly after, hopping on one leg until the other regenerates. Seen screaming curses. Alright, still rolling. This is an endurance test as much as anything. Alright. Here we go again on my own. So this is now an audio log of what's going on in the hallway. It's Kondraki and SCP-083 again. Gruff. Well, at least you got a leg to stand on, Count. God, the Dracula puns are so good. 'Cause they're so bad. That makes them so good. I'm going to kill you slowly when I get my hands on you. You don't even know what kind of shitstorm you've gotten yourself into, human, but I'm going to kill you and destroy everything you hold dear. Deal. Let's make a deal. Glad I was not recording that. Alright, here we go. Let's do it right this time. Audio log 083-D-K-4. Okay. I just realized again that I've got to say their names so we know who they are. Although, their voices are super obvious. Gruff Guy and the Count. I'm going to say, voices identified, Dr. Kondraki and SCP-083. Because I don't want any chance of getting things messed up since it's audio.
Log 083-
Voices identified. I like clapped my teeth when I did that. Voices identified, Dr. Kondraki and SCP-083. Well, at least you got a leg to stand on, Count. I'm going to kill you slowly when I get my hands on you. You don't even know what kind of shitstorm you've gotten yourself into, human. But I'm going to kill you and destroy everything you hold dear. What was that? I couldn't hear you over all that arterial spurting. Hey, you know if this vampire thing doesn't work out, you'd make a great pirate. He gestures to the missing leg. In about 5 seconds, my leg is going to regenerate, and I'm going to tear you to pieces. Break a leg, Drac. Dr. Kondraki departs. I'll tear a chunk out of you for every one of these stupid retorts. Every single one. What a bitch. Alright, now I gotta check all of that for clipping.
Voices identified, Dr. Kondraki and you got a leg to stand on, Count. I'm going to kill you slowly when I get my hands on you. You don't even know what.
All right, so let's do a little pop, pop, cleanup. Pop, pop, cleanup. Let's see how that sounds.
Well, at least you got a leg to stand on, Count. I'm going to kill you.
You know what? From now on, I can do all that during editing. That can wait. Oh, hey, welcome to the stream, newcomer. All right, so that is Kondraki and Drac up to there.
What?
Oh, God. Yes, pull up Duke till dawn. It's ridiculous. Oh, my Lord. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the link. Welcome. We are just finishing up audio log 083-D-K-4, which ends with SCP-083's every single one. And we're going to keep running it. This is, we're going into paragraph. It was at this point, which is voiced by 052. So we're going back to 052 voice. By the way, if I talk to you guys looking here, that's because I record the video on my phone, and then I'm using my laptop for the live chat. So that's where I can see you guys. Yeah, oh my God, this guy. This makes me so happy, this decom. I remember reading this when I first got to the site and fell in love with the author avatars because this ridiculousness. All right, time to go into 05 voice. It was at this point, as Dr. Kondraki exited the area with SCP-083 in pursuit, that MTF-R2 arrived to attempt to restore containment of Duke. The termination attempt had been considered a failure by command, and the orders were limited to damage control. Unfortunately, the other security teams were still en route, and were never able to assist MTF-R2. If the order hadn't gone out to evacuate all Euclid objects from the sector, they might have been able to. 052. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I don't know my site history that well. I don't know when Kondraki left the site. I don't know who's still around anywhere, actually, now that I think about it. Like, I know Clef is on Tumblr, because back when I did my first set of SCPs, Clef started sharing them out. And I think Sunny Clockwork, the artist, still finds some of my stuff on there. And I'll be like, oh, people from the site are sharing me. I know you people. Haha, we're all friends now. All right, security log. This is narration. So this is another, I'm going to narrate the narration, but I'm going to put like pew 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 gun noises and chaos and explosions underneath it. SCP-D and DMFS-19. I don't know those ones. You gonna need to message me a link or something about that. Do my homework. Alright. Security log Y-083-K. Dr. Kondraki makes it to a three-way intersection before SCP-083 begins to catch up. A forklift moving a large metal box is moving... Drat. A forklift moving a large metal box is... A forklift moving a large metal box. Here we go. Oh wait, cut that, move it. Bum bum. Bum bum. And a forklift moving a large metal box. A forklift moving a large metal box is moving up the incline directly to cut... Directly, drat. Gotta redo that whole line because it's so well blended. A forklift moving a large metal box is moving up the incline directly to Dr. Kondraki's right. SCP-083 rounds the corner
but impacts the forklift which had been maneuvered to block the hall. Dr. Kondraki is seen at the door of a central staircase. At this time, they were on the 15th floor of the facility. SCP-083 proceeds to throw the metal box in a fit of frustration before beginning to move the forklift.
Drat, the forklift. Before beginning to move the forklift. Forklift!
Before beginning to move the forklift. Dr. Kondraki flees down the staircase. The metal box opens as it impacts the ceiling, and a large disheveled ball of metal oblex.
Grappling hook!
Impacts the ceiling.
I tell you what, one day when I have enough videos, I got it. Yeah. Mabel. So when I get enough videos to do it, I cannot wait to see the terrible live stream outtakes with just every dumb word I make up by saying it wrong. That's going to be my pride and joy.
Impacts the ceiling.
That's how I'm going to know that I made it. Made it as a YouTuber. Alright. So, and a large impacts the ceiling, right? We're at the ceiling. Good.
Impacts the ceiling. And a large, disheveled ball of
metal objects, not metallic.
And a large, disheveled ball of metal objects is dislodged and begins rolling down the incline. MTF-R2 arrives by way of the central staircase to SCP-083's current location. Dr. Kondraki passes MTF-R2. Contact with MTF-R2 lost.
Bad day. Bad day!
So when do they say...
Okay, so it's still 2 parts down before we mention what that metal object is. A ball of metal objects. Oh, but it's a bad day. I gotta remember to make sure. I think that might be one of my favorite titles in this of the SCPs we're using to fight. SCP-162, Ball of Sharp. That's very descriptive. I know exactly what's going to happen.
MTF-R2 lost.
MTF-R2 lost. Okay. Yeah, they were lost. Alright, so now post-incident interview with Clef. Now, Clef got me on Reddit, or someone impersonating Clef got me on Reddit. Either way, I hope the person who may or may not be Clef enjoys the voice I gave to them that they were suggested by them or their doppelganger. Because I was suggested that Clef probably sounds like Rick Sanchez, but lower. So now that I have a suggestion for this voice, I have to try and do it. Which means I have to try and do a Rick Sanchez voice. And then lower it some. So this is the part where you get to watch me trying to get into a voice by trying to just speak in it a little bit and farf it up plentifully. But Morty, we gotta do this. We gotta do this right now. I can't really see that Kondraki made any mistakes in his termination protocol up to this point, no. Okay, that's not bad. You gotta contain the anomalies, Morty. My Rick comes out very Danny DeVito. That's what I'm hearing. It's half Sanchez and half DeVito. I can't really see that Dr. Kondraki... No, it's not even any Rick Sanchez. I am exactly doing Philatides from Hercules. You gotta contain all the anomalies, Morty. Come on, Herc. You gotta lift up. You gotta fight the Minotaur. Oh boy, this is gonna be silly. God, now I really want... Did you read the SCP crossover tale that was Rick and Morty? Oh my god, that's something to do. That crossover contest made me so sad. And by sad, I mean so happy. Alright. We're doing it live. I need to get Clef down. Kondraki. Clef. I can't really see that Dr. Kondraki made any mistakes up to his termination protocol at this point, no. None at all. He had a primary kill mechanism, a backup plan, and a tertiary plan as well. The fact that his plan didn't survive the first contact with the enemy wasn't his fault. The deaths of MTF Row 2 were a sad and unforeseeable consequence of the Euclid-class skips being moved. Oh, someone on the site says skips. So, I really want to get a burp in there now that we know it's supposed to be a Morty voice. It's spelled SCIP, but it said SKIP. Because when you spell skips, you have to spell it capital S, capital C, lowercase I, capital P. If you're doing it site style. A lot of people just spell it like skipping down the street, and I guess that's fine too, because it gets the point across. We all get the joke now. Alright, oh boy, here we go. Sean Spencer says, I heard it both ways.
Excerpt from post-incident interview 083-Clef-01.
Seriously? No mistakes? I can't really see that Dr. Kondraki made any mistakes in his termination protocol up to this point, no. Seriously? None at all. He had a primary kill mechanism, a backup plan, and a tertiary plan as well. The fact that his plan didn't survive first contact with the enemy wasn't his fault. As the deaths of MTF Row 2 were a sad and unforeseeable consequence, the deaths of MTF Row 2 were a sad and unforeseeable consequence of the Euclid-class scoops. The scoops! See you back in a minute, Asimov. I'm gonna try and contain those scoops.
The deaths of MTF. As the deaths of MTF Row.
Alright, so we got everything up to the deaths. Oh no. Oh no, don't scoop it. Don't. I mean, we gotta scoop him daily. He's like a cat. You have to go in and scoop him. Oh. 173 scoops are not tasty. Not tasty. I don't want a heaping scoop full of that. It's giving me, it's giving me sad feelings of, what was that terrible one? With the guy who makes food, and I had to make all those gagging noises. What skip was that? Come on, brain, tell me what it was. Cornucopias, 3307. That's the vibe I'm getting right now. Getting a big, hearty scoop full of 173. Alright. So. Oh God! I know!
The fact that his plan didn't survive first contact with the enemy wasn't his fault.
Alright. Are you serious right now? What are you mowing? What are you doing? Drive away. The deaths of MTF Row 2 were a sad and unforeseeable consequence of the Euclid-class skips being moved. I see. So tell me, Dr. Clef, what if all of this wasn't part of some plan, and he'd been making it up as he went along? If that's the case, sir, I'd say that Dr. Kondraki was a suicidal fool. But he certainly wouldn't have... He did? Let's back that up. Get that one right. That's the one I want.
But he certainly wouldn't have... ... He did.
Thank you. Put that there. Move it on. And now here's one of my favorite lines in the entire thing. I have here a copy of Dr. Kondraki's termination procedure. Crud. Let's try it again. I have here a copy of Dr. Kondraki's termination procedure proposal. Step 1 is his plan to use cat urine and a pistol loaded with silver bullets. Backup plans 2, 3, 4, and 5 are listed as, and I quote, wing it, make something up, cross that bridge when I come to it, and put my head between my knees and kiss my ass goodbye. And now the question is, I have expletive redacted, which is hilarious, but oh my god, earlier when I had Bright like cursing up a storm but I got to narrate over him, that was really funny to me, but I don't think I'm going to get to do that with Clef because his just redacted, so I don't know if I should. I think I'm going to... I could either just beep him out completely. I could do like an expletive redacted, like just expletive redacted with a voice changer. Or I could do a string of beeps like he is actually being censored. Or, exactly. Or I can go even further and riff something and then beep only the curse words. Nah, I don't want to make anything up, because I want to hold this up to, like, the standard they set. I don't want to go too far. So I'm going to give this, at this point, expletive redacted is going to be like, boop, 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 boop. And that'll show that he's cursing. Exactly. And I'll even put, just so they know what the beeps are, I'll put in narrator voice, expletives redacted. And you'll hear the beeps underneath. That makes sense. Yes. Alright, so... So let's put this at the end in just a small...
Expletives have been redacted.
Expletives have been redacted.
We'll throw just a bunch of beeps under there. Okay, that was fun. I enjoyed playing Clef. That was a fun game. Let's continue down the line. Mobile Task Force Row 2's combat log. Oh god. Okay, so we have MTF. We have 6 members of this team. So, have good memes, man. I will still be here saying things. Awesome. Alright, we are coming up. How long have I been at this? Okay, we're at 1 hour and 10 minutes, and we're at about 40% complete. So, let's keep it rolling. We have Mobile Task Force Row, and they have number 1, 6, 3, and 9, and 5. 1, 3, 6, 9, 5. So there are 5 of them. But they're all pretty generic soldiers anyways. So, we're coming up on the staircase now. We're coming up on the staircase. Oh, I can put this whole combat log as walkie-talkie voice, because they're going to be speaking on radios. Excellent. That'll be cool. Some struggle coming from above. Our intel must be spot on. Okay, so yeah, this is... I don't think there's a good way to engage, like, all of these people giving them numbers. So I'm just going to try and give different voices. So let's make a quick note in my voice category. Voices of MTF are 2. So 1 is the commander. So he gets genericest voice. Number 6 is funny guy. Number 1 is still serious. Number 3 is a generic lieutenant, so not as deep as the captain. 9
is another lieutenant. And then 5 is had a bad day. Okay, so those are our voices. Let's read this dialogue. Let's just see how it comes out. Maybe we'll get a good run and all of these people will make sense. Mobile Task Force Row 2's combat log. We're coming up the staircase now to SC... Crap, why would you put a comma there if there's no comma? Rawr. It's a weird place to put that, I think. I mean, it's not really, but just... I gotta read faster when they do things like that. Alright, but we got that at least. Moving on. If you go to someone's YouTube channel page, there's typically like a send message button. And that could be a good way to send a message. Or if you want, you can hit me up on Facebook. My Facebook is facebook.com/Sherman J. Christensen, same as my YouTube channel. And that, you can send a message through there if you want to get in contact with me, and we can do that. That might be a quicker way. Besides, like, the group chat. I probably should have said that. Shouldn't have said that. It's okay. It's a public Facebook page. Okay, so... So there is... Pull it back up. There's the chat. There's my notes. Ah, brilliant. That'll work. I can read that. Haha. Help from the teammates. This is what live streaming is all about. You guys coming to me like, hey, I got this thing that'll make your art better. Ha! Aw, dank memes! Yes! Alright. Broski. Green Queen. There we go. Starts crying 3 seconds after seeing the thing. Maybe you can try it. Foggy. Oh, Foggy. Cup. Doesn't want to die. Guy who shoots when they say not to shoot dies fourth. Arnold. Sorry. Arnold. Never seen anything like this before. And I've seen... Insert gruesome scene here. Oh, brilliant. You're right. That is exactly what I needed for this. Awesome. Double awesome. Oh, these guys. Okay, so now... Broski is obviously our good friend, funny guy. Broski. And then Commander is going to be Arnold, because he's so important. Arnold. Our lieutenant can be Cup. High key losing it. Lieutenant B can be... Let's see, who's Lieutenant B? That would be number 6. Number 6 says... No, that's number 9. Number 9 says, in the lab code, he's not doing... Question mark. So, yep, that's going to be... I guess they're both Cups. Because, like, Foggy... Actually, Foggy should be that, because he's the only optimist in the task force. And this is don't kill Kondraki. And that's a pretty optimistic choice, I think. And then we're following up with, there he go.
because that is the game over guy. Brilliant. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got it. This is going to be great. This is going to be brilliant. All right. And... oh, wait. I did get the title, right?
Mobile Task Force Row 2's combat log.
Excellent. All right, so pull up the note that says who's who, put it in the right place, put it the right size, and now we go in. Time to record. We're coming up the staircase now to SCP. We're coming up the staircase now to SCP-083's last known location. Sounds of a struggle are coming from above. Our intel must be spot on. He really screwed the pooch on this one. Garlic piss? Where does he get that? Quiet on the approach, 6. Alright, I was doing good. I got those voices. Now, we're halfway. We're a third of the way there.
We're coming up the staircase now to SCP-083's last known location.
Quiet, 6. Quiet, broski. Broski! Perfect. Moving on. So 3 is Cup. And then Optimus guy. So quiet on the approach, 6. Sir, incoming humanoid. Crud, incoming subject, humanoid. Oh, yes, definitely Connie. Sir, incoming object. Subject. Kondraki could be an object sometimes at this point. Sir, incoming subject, humanoid. He's in a lab coat. No, that's optimistic. That's nice guy. It's not there we go yet. It's not freaking out.
Incoming subject, humanoid.
All right, and follow that up with he's in a lab coat. It's not Duke. He's running straight at us, sir. Neutralize him. Let me hear that sounded.
He's in a lab coat. It's not Duke. He's running straight at us, sir. Neutralize him.
Neutralize him. All right. Oh. Oh, Kondraki. Oh, Kondraki. This is going to be fun. Yee-haw. Yes. All right. So now it's back to Arnold. Ready subdermal electron neutralizers. Dang it. Electro-neutralizers. I was not expecting that word to come up. I did not read ahead. Ready subdermal electro-neutralizers. On my... What the hell is that noise? Fuck, shit. Crap. I want to start cussing, but I wanted to do it in a neutralizers. This is not a Fallout game. Although, one of the first things I wanted to do on YouTube was a Fallout radio show. Like, do a 3-dog kind of thing. Someone on Reddit was going to do one of those, and it was right around the time Fallout 4 came out. And I was like, do Foundation Radio Live, or Foundation After Midnight, but do it Fallout style, like 3-dog. Do my own radio show with blackjack and hookers. Ha! Alright, wait, Kondraki voice. Kondraki voice. I gotta go back to Kondraki voice now. We are 16 to 17 minutes into this video right now. Oh my lord.
I'm not calling you on your diet, am I? Besides, I asked for the interview, and as you know, I want. Sure. Although I remember you requested a woman. There we go. Although I remember you requested a woman.
Fuck, shit, fuck, damn it, shit, fuck! Get the hell out of the way! Run for your fucking lives! Yes, that's the hit. That's the take. Fuck, shit, fuck, damn it, shit, fuck! Get the hell out of the way! Run for your fucking lives!
Fuck, shit, fuck, damn it, shit, fuck! Get the hell out of the way! Run for your fucking lives!
Alright, so that's great, but I clipped every single word. So I'm gonna do that same thing, but I gotta do it quieter. Alright, here we go. Fuck, shit, fuck, damn it, shit, fuck! Get the hell out of the way! Run for your fucking lives!
Fuck, shit, fuck, damn it, shit, fuck! Get the hell out of the way! Run for your fucking lives!
Much better! Excellent. That's the take. Let's cut down a little bit there. Cut down a little bit there. Just a couple things that kind of clipped a little. But that's okay. Those ones aren't bad enough to cut the take. Excellent. All right. Thank you, Dr. Kondraki. Continuing. All right, so this is back to 2. We don't have 2 yet. Back to the memes. The memes. This guy. Number 2. I don't see SCP. Contact on Duke. Continue up the stair. What the hell is that? It's massive. All right, so this is Dude, Arnold, Game Over Man. Arnold. Dude, Arnold, Game Over Man, Arnold. All right. Here we go. He's taking off down the stairs. Must have been Dr. Kondraki. But I don't see SCP-083. No contact on Duke. Continue up the Drat. Never interrupt your own word. Finish the word and let them interrupt. Continue up the stairs.
On Duke.
Interrupted in post, not recording. Exactly. Doesn't sound right. No contact on Duke. Continue up the stairs. What the hell is that? It's massive. Open fire. Open fire. It just crushed him. Get out of here. No, that's open fire, open fire.
Crushed him.
It just crushed him is Kondraki again. Good. Got it good. Keep it going in the hood. At the end. Crud, I already forgot my Kondraki voice. Damn it.
Fuck, get the hell out of the way.
Get the hell out of the way. There we go. It just crushed him. Get out of here. Get out of here.
It just crushed him. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Perfect. You could always use a little fuck shit, right?
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh, Kondraki, you're such a hero. No. All right. Unintelligible. The hero we don't need.
Unintelligible screams. Screams continue. Audio cuts out.
Yep, that's what I said, all right. All right, here we go. 052, time to get serious voice, serious voice. Stretch out the shoulders, stretch out the shoulders. It was at this point that Command began to realize that SCP-083 wasn't the only threat to Site-19 during this incident. Although at this point in time,
SCP-083 had caused the death of 17 personnel. Dr. Kondraki had been involved in 3 cases of containment failure. Most of these personnel had been minor employees, making their losses minor in comparison.
Delete that line I said wrong. Goodbye. Take a deep breath. Get serious. Oh yeah, they were minor employees. Pshaw.
MTF-R2 would be found by site security teams at the bottom of the staircase, completely entangled in SCP-162, codename Ball of Sharp, with several having already been crushed.
Having crushed to death. See you in a minute, man.
With several already having been crushed to death or bled out due to numerous lacerations. Containment of SCP-083 was quickly becoming a distant possibility, and Dr. Kondraki had vanished from visual contact. At the same time, another SCP had breached containment on the opposite side of the facility, and the chaos had made details scarce. Meanwhile, SCP-083 was on a rampage trying to locate the Doctor. Command was in disarray, and a choice would have to be made soon. It wasn't soon enough. 052.
Brilliant. Got through the 05 monologue. Welcome back.
Codename Ball of Sharp. Ball of Sharp, with several already having been crushed to death or bled out due to new...
Ball of Sharp. Ball of Sharp.
Alright, 052's done. Now we're interviewing
Dr. Iceberg. In my notes, Dr. Iceberg is... My notes for him is he suffers from egotism and possible mental illness / psychopathy. So that's all they could give me for a voice idea for him.
And then he is also a backstabber because he is interviewing and he's trying to get Kondraki fired and realizes that and knows he's going to die.
Well, Gears is awesome, so go to heck, Iceberg. Lol.
Iceberg seems like a weasel because he's sitting here like trying to get Kondraki thrown out until he finds out that Kondraki's going to hear. So I'm going to go a little weaselly on him. At least in this sense. Because he's got that vibe of, yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Oh, he's going to find out? Oh, God. All right, here we go. Excerpt from post-incident interview 083-Iceberg-42. And so you're of the opinion Dr. Kondraki handled things recklessly. Oh, yes, definitely. Would you call him a potential liability? Obviously. He's a danger just walking around. I see. Well then, Doctor, I mean, look at him. The guy's a lunatic, and one given far too much power. All right, then. Clearly he needs to be removed from his post. Probably terminated. Dr. Iceberg, that is not what we're... Now, see, this leaves a slight opening. Head of research at Site-17? Nice job. Now, you see, with him gone, we need someone reliable. Now, you see, with him gone, we need someone reliable to take his place. And I think I'm just the person to do it. I'm reliable, hardworking, good at hand-to-hand, intelligent, mostly sane, good at organizing. I know over 40 kinds of improvised explosives. I know that... Alright, let's back up. Weasel voice is... I got Weasel voice down.
Intelligent, mostly sane, good at organizing. I know over 40 kinds of improvised explosives. I know over 40...
There we go, get rid of that bad take.
I know over 40 kinds of
And there was one more back here that I gotta fix up.
Excerpt from post-incident. Oh, the opinion Dr. Kondraki handled. Yes, definitely. Would you ability? He's a danger just walking around. See. Well then, Doctor, hit him. The guy's in one given. All right then. Clearly, he needs to be removed from his post. Probably terminated. Dr. Iceberg, that is not what we're. Now, see, this leaves a slight opening. Head of research at Site 17. Nice job. Now, you see, with him gone, we need someone reliable. Now, you see.
All right, now we got that bad take out of there. We're clean. Moving on up in line. And next up. That's quite enough, Dr. Iceberg. I believe our interview is over.
Interview? You mean all this was recorded?
Yes.
And Kondraki will be able to see this?
Possibly.
I need to go write my will.
That's quite enough, Dr. Iceberg. I believe our interview is over.
Interview? You mean all this was recorded?
Yes.
And Kondraki will be able to see this?
Possibly.
I need to go write my will.
All right. Good job, Iceberg. Go team. All right. Security log C-083-K. All right, here we go. We're past the halfway mark. Ha-ha!
Security log C-083-K. Visual contact resumed with Dr. Kondraki, seen breaking into a testing lab on the 7th floor, takes possession of an experimental high-tension cable constructed from an SCP-143 alloy with carbon nanostructures.
What is SCP-143? The Bladewood Grove. Nope, I think we're skipping that one. I can't fit that into the sentence very well.
Carbon nanostructures.
Welcome back to the crowd, Asimov. Still rolling. All right.
SCP-083 seen arriving on the 7th floor, in pursuit of Dr. Kondraki. Security teams arrive to contain SCP-083, but fail to make an impact. Teams 4, 8, and 14 are wiped out. SCP-083 continues on his path. Dr. Kondraki recovers and dons a pair of Converse sneakers, recovered from safe object containment. Dr. Kondraki appears to move at an accelerated pace. Let's
clear out that bad take. Moving on. Cut it. Paste it. And continue to move at accelerated pace.
Exits containment sector, heading down hallway.
I can do better than that.
Exits containment sector, heading down hallway D3. SCP-083 continues pursuit of Dr. Kondraki, ruining the containment sector. It is unable to catch Dr. Kondraki due to his enhanced speed, but is able to make
2521. I don't know. Let me look real quick. What is 2521? SCP-2521. 2521. All right, so if I look at the article itself, that's a lot of beeps. That's a lot of beeps. What is this? I don't understand. What is this? Well, I had not seen that, and that is amazing. Meanwhile, oy vey, that's pretty cool. You know, I could try and, what's the word I'm looking for? I could try and record that, but I would be afraid that I would end up like, that episode of Freakazoid with, that guy whose name starts with Candle, whom we don't speak about. It just seems like an unsafe idea. Oh, so close.
It is unable to catch Dr. Kondraki due to his enhanced speed.
Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Freakazoid Candle, and then go from there.
But it is able to make up time by bypassing walls in his path. Physically.
I don't know if I said that good.
But it is able to make up time by bypassing walls in his path. Physically.
Yep, that's right. It was nice knowing you. You don't say his name. Otherwise, he gets to take you. Looks like he's going to need a bigger rope.
Physically.
Exactly.
Dr. Kondraki begins to move towards the Keter containment sector, his clearance bypassing the automatic
systems. Automated securities. That's what happens when you try and say automatic and automated at the same time.
His clearance bypassing the automatic.
Alright, so we got one whole half a sentence there. Good work, team. Alright.
Keter containment sector. His clearance bypassing the automated security systems. Proceeds to next checkpoint. All mobile task forces are alerted to the situation. SCP-083 is slowed by the security checkpoints, and further resistance by site security. SCP-083's regeneration is able to keep up with any wounds inflicted. Site put on full alert, and all forces are redirected to Keter containment. Dr. Kondraki continues to pass through checkpoints. Arrives in a large containment room with a single door opposite
Drat. Had a good run going.
through checkpoints.
Continues to get through checkpoints.
Continues to get through checkpoints. Where's it at? Where's it at?
There we go.
Arrives in a large containment room with a single door opposite to the entrance. Dr. Kondraki's security clearance is...
One more sentence. Oh no. Sometimes Audacity likes to delete everything. Thank God for undo buttons.
Arrives in a large containment room with a single door opposite to the entrance. Dr. Kondraki's security clearance is unable to clear the last checkpoint. He pulls an object from his coat resembling a conical object with a pistol grip. SCP-083 arrives in the room, looks confused, proceeds into the center of the... Looks confused.
682, I actually have a really cool voice for back in a really old video. if you go through my archive a little, you can see a video of 682 I did. And it is this like really low, really gravelly voice with very little editing, if I remember correctly. Now you've got me curious to look at it to confirm. 682. But I'm going to look that up after I'm done with this section. I'm going to do that part. So let's get to this part that I didn't mess up.
Looks confused.
Looks confused.
Looks confused. Proceeds into the center of the room. Dr. Kondraki no longer visible. SCP-083 approaches the lone door. Dr. Kondraki's voice is detected. Dr. Kondraki's voice is detected. Appearance of SCP-482.
482? 408. I'm going to take a really long time if I have to do this sentence by sentence.
Appearance of SCP-408 reveals him standing near the entrance to the room.
I'm going to try that one again because I want to add in SCP-408, codename Illusory Butterflies.
Appearance of SCP-408, codename Illusory Butterflies, reveals him standing near the entrance to the room. A verbal exchange is observed before Dr. Kondraki speaks into the handheld object. Visuals confirm it to be a megaphone of insignificant make. Tremors begin to rock the area, and several stress fractures are opened on the wall with the door. Containment of Keter-level threat SCP-682 compromised.
Bum, bum, bum. Illusory Butterly.
Appearance of SCP-408.
What?
Codename Illusory Butterflies.
More like Illusory Butterly. More like Illusorly You're Butterly.
SCP-682 compromised.
Alright, 682 is compromised at the 22.5-minute mark. Dr. Gears, Dr. Gears. Okay, no emotion. Low voice, no emotion. Robot time. Almost robot time.
Excerpt from post-incident interview... Excerpt from post-incident interview 083-Dr. Gears-62. Reckless is a relative term. Viewed purely from the vantage point of a termination test carried out against a nearly invulnerable...
Okay, good, the volume's right on that.
Viewed purely from...
I was worried that that might be too quiet as compared to everything else I've been recording. So I wanted to make sure that that was not going to like disappear on me.
Reckless is a relative term.
I wanted to be kind of Alan Rickman-esque. Like, maybe not English, but that kind of sound. That's what he sounds like in my head anyways. Reckless is a relative term. Viewed purely from the vantage point of a termination test carried out against a nearly invulnerable humanoid SCP object, Dr. Kondraki's test achieved only a low to medium degree of collateral damage. So you feel that Dr. Kondraki's actions were acceptable. He achieved his intended goal. However, the loss of manpower, multiple containment breaches, widespread damage to Site-19, and a general lack of planning represent a gross oversight on the part of Dr. Kondraki. Demolishing a good chunk of a site is a little more than oversight in planning. Sir, if I may, I think we are focusing on the wrong direction. We assume that Dr. Kondraki is a loose cannon, a person who is reckless and puts zero foresight into anything he does. However, this is a narrow and dangerous assumption. What are you talking about?
The human brain has a tendency to view highly complex and rapid patterns as random events. I believe that Dr. Kondraki used the termination of SCP-083 as an excuse, and the resulting highly destructive chase and containment breaches as a distraction. So you're saying he planned it? Not in a traditional sense. To use a mathematical example, he started with the solution and worked backwards to create the problem. The multiple containment failures, the evacuation of items, SCP-083 and its attacks on site staff, all of these stretched the resources of Site-19 to a dangerously thin level. This allowed him to achieve what I hypothesized to be his true goal, which would be to ride SCP-682. Excerpt from post-incident interview 083-Clef-01. Wait, what? Audio log C-682-K.
Whoo, that was a good... Wow. Okay, I need a breath. That was a good streak. Got through gears, got through that clef there. Holy cow. Had to check my camera because my cell phone is charging, but it's also at 20% apparently. So hang on tight. Whoa, orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Okay, well I can't fiddle with it. So I have to hope that the battery is charging faster than the battery is dying. If I disappear, it's because the video died, and then I will come back. But for now, fingers crossed that it just stays the way it is. If the video is still on, but I am gone, I think it's time to actually call the Foundation. Camera's vibrating a lot more than it was before. This is what happens when you ruin everything. All right, we're back. We're not shaky camming. All right. So this is all Kondraki and 682 again. Awesome. Audio log C-682-K. Well. Look where we've ended up now, Duke. Any guesses as to what's behind door number 1? I couldn't give any less of a damn, because all I know is that I cut off the entrance to this area as I came in. You're trapped in here, Doctor. Trapped with me, and I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. I figured you'd do something like that. I'll admit that this wasn't the best place to make a tactical retreat, but I do still have my trump. And what's that? Those stupid butterflies? You can't hide forever, and I will find you. Oh God, I cannot wait to see your face. But first, why don't we invite our friend out from his little room? Dr. Kondraki begins screaming a series of obscenities into the microphone. SCP-083 attempts to cover its ears to no effect.
Hey, you motherfucking nerds, you better get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna feed your pansy ass with a butterfly. That's right, 682, you giant lizard son of a bitch.
What are you? Godzilla roar sound effect. You son of a bit. Transmission lost. Yeah, I really wish it said trump card, but it just says I have my trump. And he's already gritty and almost a little southern, and just gets a little weird. You didn't know the President of the United States is an escaped SCP. We just can't capture him yet. He's too far in the public eye. There's probably a mimetic effect in there somewhere. O5 voice. It was at this point that Command for Site-19 made the decision to quarantine all of Sector 3 for floors 7 to 7... Drat. It was at this point that Command for Site-19 made the decision to quarantine all of Sector 3 for floors 7 to 15, sealing it from top to bottom and effectively sealing everything within the premises. With SCP-682 on the loose, SCP-083 still a threat, and Dr. Kondraki still breathing, it was hoped that the three would end up killing each other. With the survivor being significantly weakened by the preceding brawl, containment teams would move in to restore order. There were several unforeseen issues with this plan, namely not accounting for SCP-682, who was contained in the sector on a purely temporary basis, or Dr. Kondraki's ingenuity. If it had taken such things into consideration, it would be wise to have suggested the use of nuclear weaponry. It would be wise to have suggested the use of nuclear weaponry. 052. Let's back it up. 2/3 done! Yeah!
Namely not accounting for SCP-682, who was contained in the sector on a purely temporary basis, or Dr. Kondraki's ingenuity. If it had taken such things into consideration, it would be wise to have suggested the use of nuclear weaponry. It would be wise to have
Clean it up. Put it back. Alright. Nuclear weaponry. 052. Alright. Okay. Security log C682-K. Time for more narration.
Security log C-682-K. Dr. Kondraki is able to escape the initial charge of SCP-682 as it plows through the room, disappearing once again in a cloud of SCP-408. SCP-083 is seen engaging...
Oh god. See you in a second. I have to check and make sure I haven't ruined something.
Security log C-682-K. Dr. Kondraki is able to escape the initial charge of SCP-682 as it plows through the room, disappearing once again in a cloud of SCP-408. SCP-083 is seen engaging...
I really hope that I consistently said 083 throughout these fights.
with SCP-682 on the loose. SCP-083...
Okay, good. I've been consistently saying SCP-083. I hate when you're like saying 0 in the beginning, but then you switch to saying O. I can't do those inconsistencies. It has to be right. It's part of the art!
Out of SCP-408.
In a cloud of SCP-408. Continuing on.
SCP-083 is seen engaging SCP-682, looking severely damaged from the assault, but rapid regeneration is already observed helping him recover. SCP-083 is seen attempting to speak to SCP-682. SCP-682 pauses for a moment and speaks for a moment.
Welcome back. Pauses for a moment and speaks for a moment. Pauses for a moment and speaks for a moment. That's the line. That's what it says. I don't like it, but that's what it says on the page. we're all gonna be friends now. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what the page says.
Who pauses for a moment and speaks for a moment.
Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do.
All right, here we go.
Without warning, SCP-682 strikes at SCP-083 and tosses him across the room while severing 2 of his arms and 1 leg. SCP-083 attempts to retreat and regenerate, but isn't able to make distance between himself and SCP-682. SCP-682 devours SCP-083 whole. No activity until a large rearing motion is made back. Dr. Kondraki is seen...
Drat.
Dr. Kondraki is rearing motion is made back.
Ah, thank you. Mega Man shirt. Haha.
Rearing motion is made back. Dr. Kondraki is seen now on the back of SCP-682, holding 2 ends of the high-tension cable he had recovered earlier. The rest was fitted into an improvised set of reins. Dr. Kondraki is observed riding SCP-682 while hollering something and waving his hat with his free hand. SCP-682 enters an enraged
That's ridiculous.
Free hand.
If 682 was going to go to any strip club, it would have to be an enraged strip club. What does that mean?
SCP-682 enters an enraged state and makes a powerful charge towards the entrance. It easily plows through the obstructions made by SCP-083 and then through the ceiling walls. Dr. Kondraki and SCP-682 have breached quarantine. Full evacuation protocols now in motion.
Dr. Kondraki and 682 Dr. Kondraki and
Well, better save the chitlins from themselves. Or each other. Or both. Alright, we are past the 29-minute mark of raw dialogue before we start doing sound effects and extra things. It's alright, SCP-3999 was 45 minutes of raw materials and came out to 52 minutes with full effects. 052's turn again. It was obvious at this point that things had truly escalated out of control. SCP-083 had been presumed neutralized, yes, but at the cost of releasing SCP-682 into Site-19 without proper personnel to enact containment procedures. Much like causing a flood, to put out a kitchen fire, Dr. Kondraki's actions would put the entirety of Site-19 in grave danger. Most of the site's personnel had already been fully evacuated, while emergency teams attempted to stem the losses and mitigate what damages they could. The entire situation had become an unmanageable mess. Ironically, that's the exact kind of mess that Dr. Kondraki excels at managing. 052. See, 052, now you're just giving him badass taglines. That's the exact kind of situation he was good at managing. go. I've never heard of this fishmonger thing. This is all site history that I am not privy to.
Security log C-682-19-K. Dr. Kondraki stays atop SCP-682 for the duration, holding on despite the rapid jerking motions made by
Oh, wow. That's quite the situation. Oh man, now I'm like, when did all this happen?
Top SCP-682 for the duration.
Okay, so I was not there at that point, so I was wondering if like maybe I had read some of their work and if like any skips that I knew about disappeared. But I'm going back to the wiki right now to type on my name to look at my profile, because I only think I've been around since like 2015? Maybe? Could be? Oh, boy. Creative Commons lawsuit. That sounds rough. So, discuss checking. Yeah, member since May 9th, 2015. So yeah, I missed that whole debacle. Alright, so I'm going to try something risky because the phone has told me that there's 10% battery left down from 20. I want to keep this running. I've got it plugged into my computer right now. I'm going to see if I can plug it into the wall, if it'll reach, so we can try and save the stream. Part 1 is seeing if the plug will reach from where I've got the camera. And maybe it'll die while I'm doing this, so who knows? Reach, camera, reach. Nope, it will not reach the plug, which means I would have to move the camera, and that would prove problematic too. Oh my lord, it's back. It's back. Apparently you can restart a stream halfway through, if it dies. That's brilliant. Now, here's the goal. The phone is plugged into the wall. So, it's at 14%. I'm going to turn this screen down as dark as I can because I don't need to see me. Y'all need to see me. Alright, everything on this thing is blowing up, but it's on, it's off. Alright, that is brilliant. Inside joke. Ah, that's good jokes. Dang it. Alright, we got screen, we got live. Nobody died, except the battery. The battery's back. Stay. Camera. Alright, we're back in action. This is brilliant. Alright, I don't know where I was. It's been a while since we Audacity'd.
Dr. Kondraki stays atop SCP-682 for the duration.
For the duration?
holding on despite the rapid jerking motions made by SCP-682 during its run.
Rapid jerking motions, ha ha ha. Lol 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 lol.
SCP-682 begins to adapt as seen in previous observations, having incurred noticeable damage in its attempts to break through various obstacles. Spikes of a bone-like material begin to shoot up from its back in an attempt to harm or kill Dr. Kondraki. Dr. Kondraki incurs several wounds in his manner.
In his manner? Ooh, ow. Bad day for Kondraki.
Dr. Kondraki incurs several wounds in this manner, able to avoid most of the protrusions. He attempts to make a hard turn by pulling against the cables, and is able to direct SCP-682 from his course. SCP-682 continues to charge forward, now directed towards the personnel dormitories.
Dormitories!
Now directed...
I'm going to stare over the camera every so often and just make sure that it's still on. What's the last thing I said?
Attempt to harm or kill Dr. Kondraki.
Whoa.
Shoot up from its back in an attempt to harm or kill...
Where's all that stuff I just had? There we go. That's the missing stuff.
Having incurred noticeable damage in its attempts to break through various obstacles. Spikes of a bone-like shoot up or kill Dr. Kondraki.
Oh, well, I guess I have to repeat that because it didn't stick. Well, welcome back. We at least have video for a little while longer.
Dr. Kondraki. Dr. Kondraki incurs several wounds in this manner, able to avoid most of the protrusions. He attempts to make a hard turn by pulling against the cables, and is able to direct SCP-682 from his course. SCP-682 continues to charge forward, now directed towards the personnel dormitories. During its dash, SCP-682 breaks through SCP-173's containment. At this time, both SCP-682 and Dr. Kondraki are observed to keep direct eye contact with SCP-173, despite each continuing their attempts to outmaneuver the other.
Oh my god, just in my head, the glowing slow motion image of 682 and Kondraki slow motioning past 183 with eyes locked on 183 as they bullet time past is everything that makes my life good. 173. Good God.
Despite each continuing their attempts to outmaneuver the... With SCP-173...
Are you ready for some football? Several wounds in this manner. Outmaneuver the other.
Dr. Kondraki is observed to speak to SCP-682, and a series of growls are recorded matching SCP-682's voice. SCP-682 begins to crash its back into walls and ceilings, trying to crush the Doctor. The apparent conversation continues. Dr. Kondraki appears to laugh, and then makes another harsh tug. He redirects SCP-682 once more to the personnel...
Drat. Rolling, 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 rolling down the line, down the line.
And then makes another harsh tug. He
Oh god, that's just starting at the beginning. That's gonna get overrun by everything I said earlier.
He redirects SCP-682 once more to the personnel cafeteria after checking a device on his wrist. SCP-682 crashes through the second quarantine dividers and arrives in the personnel sector. Dr. Kondraki waits until SCP-682 arrives in the cafeteria. Holding onto the cables, he vaults forward with tremendous force, swinging up and over SCP-682's head. SCP-682 now attempts to bite down on Dr. Kondraki as he scrambles to sit in a lone chair placed at the end of a table. Dr. Kondraki vanishes from visual contact as SCP-682 devours him. SCP-682 continues to cause further structural damage, begins advancing towards current evacuation zone.
It's not good if it's not meta. Oof. Alright, now I have to go look up the 682 video to make sure that I've got the voice right for that, because he has a voice that I remember. Going to the end of his tape. I'm glad I have this nice alphabetized table on the site. SCP-682, hard to destroy reptile.
SCP-682. Object Class, Keter. Special Containment Procedures. 1300. Despite the loss of SCP-40 suspicion of SCP-6D experiments from exposure 04 E27 Agent killed in action. Agent killed in action. Agent.
I just gotta find the part of the video where I put his voice so I remember what effects to put on it.
Personnel D-111 killed in action. Personnel D-281 killed in action. Personnel D-209.
Way further back.
While successful, why did you kill those farmers? If you don't talk now, we will remove you from this attempt and place you back into... Pardon? Speak up. Move the mic up closer. That microphone only has so much gain. Move it closer to it. His throat's messed up, man. Look at it. He ain't talking. Ah! God damn! Log. Addendum 682-D.
Alright. So I made a voice like this, and it was disgusting. Yeah, my old videos didn't have like music or anything like that, but going back, some of these aren't bad. Like in the new series that I'm doing, I have a pop guard and I speak further from the mic so I clip less because I've learned a lot about recording since then. But I mean, maybe I might go back and remaster these sometimes, like go back and add some music to them or something. But I mean, they're not bad, and I like some of the effects I did in the early days, like 682's voice. But yeah, always a D class. Oh god, no! Alright, so now it's Kondraki versus 682.
Audio log 682-K.
You really hold a grudge, don't you? That wasn't Kondraki at all. Oh, voices identified.
Voices identified. Dr. Kondraki and SCP-682.
There we go. Voice switch. Voice switch. Get it together. Well, you really hold a grudge, don't you? You really hold a grudge, don't you? Because you gotta remember, it's riding him, so it has to be excited.
You really hold a grudge, don't you? You are by far the most annoying of your species I have ever encountered. Killing you will be a favor for your whole reality.
No need to do me any favors, Godzilla. Since you made lunch of the vampire, why don't we just let me off and call things square?
Sounds of crunching concrete and stressed metal.
Well, I guess that's not an option. How about you just take me to my ride, and I'll get out of your hair?
Not only the most annoying, but the one most lacking of common sense. The only way this ends is with you dead and rotting faster than you already are.
Fair enough. Let's try that.
That may be the first thing I've ever heard from one of you repulsive things that I've ever agreed with.
The sound of metal scraping against enamel cancels out any conversation. A sickening snap of SCP-682's jaws concludes the recording.
Yeehaw! Exactly.
You really hold a grudge, don't you? By far, the most annoying.
Alright, that'll be fun to deal with.
Evacuation log S-E-19. Removal of safe and Euclid items from Site 19 continues. Transport to helipads A through E for temporary off-site containment goes well despite the current chaos. For the sake of relevance, this log has been redacted to focus on SCP-298, codename The Blood Organ, and the events in hallway D17.
Oh, gesundheit me. Whew. All that low growling. Got some air in the diaphragm.
Several Level 1 personnel are used to transport SCP-298 due to its large size. Due to its large size. Top of the morning to ya, due to its large size. Several Level 1 personnel are used to transport SCP-298, codenamed the Blood Organ.
Nope, I already did the codename.
Several Level 1 personnel are used to transport SCP-298 due to its large size. The width of SCP-298 takes up most of the hallway. One of the personnel is seated on top of SCP-298 as it is carried, mock playing the organ. Audio logs confirm that the seated employee had won some form of bet previous to the incident. An explosion occurs elsewhere, causing a tremor. Several personnel falter, and SCP-298 is dropped. An odd sound is heard and noticed by several of the men. The sound is now confirmed to be that of displaced air. The personnel move back to the...
Yes, this video is now co-starring Jacksepticeye. I'm so sorry. Welcome to the video, buddy.
Sound is now confirmed to be that of displaced air.
Displaced air.
The personnel move back to the...
Oh, that is a fun fact. Neat.
The personnel move to the back of the organ as they begin to hear a struggle. Dr. Kondraki is spotted, having incurred several injuries. Making a leap, he bounds over SCP-298. SCP-083 is also spotted, covered in an unknown fluid. He rounds the corner after Dr. Kondraki, but only spots.
Oh my god. No, that can't be accurate. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, I made this so much harder for myself. Oh god. So at some point over the course of the video, I must have copy and pasted everything I had done and then pasted it after itself, because I'm currently at 1 hour and 35 minutes of recording. And we were at 30 minutes not that long ago. I don't think I've recorded another hour of original material. So once we're done with what is honestly nearly the end, my editing is just going to have to take into effect going through and clearing out the duplicates. Sad face. Sad face. All right, the show must go on. We're going to get through this together. Ah.
He rounds the corner after Dr. Kentucky,
But only spots several personnel and the organ. Scene speaking. Dr. Kentucky directs. Dr. Kentucky. This is what it sounds like when you talk, apparently. Dr. Kentucky directs the man next to him to begin playing. Audio log C-298-K-083. Voices identified. Voices identified. There's going to be a lot of voices. SCP-083. Personnel. Are these just random personnel? Level 1 personnel. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna identify. Oh my god, he's right. Duke Till Dawn just did become inside. Also, the phone is back down to 10% battery. I think it's going slower, but I think it's gonna die again. So I'm gonna try and nail this out real quick. Let's go into fast forward mode. Voices identified. SCP-083 and Dr. Kentucky, along with assorted Level 1 personnel. Where is he? You must have seen him. Tell me where he is, and I might not kill all of you. Who? That crazy guy who just ran past? He's right behind this thing. Good. Maybe I'll even add you to my security detail. What an honor that would be. What the hell is that sound?
Bach. It's Bach. I like to call it the Sucks to Be You Overture.
Is that my blood? What are you doing to my blood?
Should I keep playing, sir? Don't you dare stop. Not even for a minute. Not even for a moment.
Stop! I'll do anything you want. I'll do whatever you want. Anything. Just stop playing that thing. I can't.
So I was right. You can't regenerate your blood.
I don't want to die. I shouldn't have died. I shouldn't have to die. Not me. I'm not like you.
Everybody dies, Duke. Just matters who dies on a given day. And today is your lucky day.
Son of a... Expires. Alright, let's cut that out. Cut it out. What do we do here?
SCP-Dictation, Level 1 personnel. Where you must have seen him. He is.
Nope. Not even bothering. Not even bothering. Just gonna... Yeah, I think I am gonna put a... Expires. That's a fun little addition. Okay, we're just going to keep on rolling. Dirty recording. Not cleaning things up. Security log S-E-19. Security log S-E-19.
SCP-083's blood is drained from his body by the effect of SCP-298's music. It forms into a solid gel in the air, appearing as branches of a leafless tree. Dr.
Drat. Keep on rolling. Keep on rolling.
Dr. Kondraki moves from SCP-298's platform, instructing him to keep playing. He disappears into a room down the hall. SCP-083's blood is now completely drained, causing his resuscitated corpse to fall prone. His body seems to undergo an extremely rapid decomposition, the corpse being reduced to a hollow skeleton within a minute. Dr. Kondraki returns with a glass container and instructs the player to stop. He begins to collect the gelled blood from the air, placing it into the clear container. After less than a minute, the blood liquefies. Personnel appear to lack comprehension of the event that has just occurred. Dr. Kondraki seals the container and approaches the skeleton. Retrieving the skull, he places it under his arm. Dr. Kondraki exits Site-19 via helicopter with little trouble, assumed to be part of the evac team. Personnel are still somewhat stunned. The klaxons remind them that SCP-682 is still loose within Site-19.
Oh no. Also, self-5 to me for saying the word occurs correctly on the first try, because that never happens. Moving on. Interviewer and Dr. Wrights. So, my friend is going to be Dr. Wrights, so I'm not going to be Dr. Wrights. So I'm just going to say the interviewer's parts.
Excerpt from post-incident interview 083-AR9-59. Interviewed, Dr. Wrights.
So you do not think that Dr. Kondraki behaved recklessly? You have viewed the entirety of the logs, yes? And you have no worries about Dr. Kondraki being a liability or a danger? So your personal opinion is that he is not a liability? And in your professional opinion, having worked with Dr. Kondraki in the past? Whoops. Having worked with... That one I am going to fix. And in your professional opinion, having worked with Dr. Kondraki in the past?
Break room surveillance log S17-boop, boop, boop. Voices identified, Dr. Boop and Dr. Boop.
Oh my god, how does he keep making it worse? No idea. This thing is on a delay, too. By this time, he probably leveled the whole facility. Is he riding 682? Hold on, I gotta make these guys different voices. Crap. I'm in a rush. I'm just trying to get it done before the video dies. In case I don't finish it, thank you for tuning in. This has been way more fun with people to chat with. This has been super entertaining. I hope you guys are super entertained. And, you know, like, share, subscribe, and Patreon and all that junk. But, yes, we made it. Duke till dawn. Last round. Here we go, finishing up. Oh my god, how did they keep making things worse? No idea. This thing is on a delay, too. By this time, he probably leveled the whole facility. Is he riding 682? I can't believe we work for this guy. I have half a mind to tell that moron off myself and resign. What are you guys watching? Whoa, that was way too Western. Way too Western. What are you guys watching? What are you guys watching? Cigarette, 682. 083. Come on, Drac. What are you guys watching? Nothing, just our boss wrecking the Foundation's biggest site. Can you believe that guy? Wow, that is pretty intense. Dude, might want to cut the chatter. Lay off it. It's not like he's going to know I said it. If I can get away with it, I'd terminate him myself. Terminate who? I like this talk already.
I think I've seen enough. I think I'm gonna take a walk.
Dibs on your seat. Anyone got popcorn?
Oh my god. We made it. We made it. It's done. He's done. It's over. Duke till dawn. Raw footage. It's through. Yossi Posse and Asimov and the Sherm. We made it through. Breakfast Club fist bunch. So now I've got to run through the footage. I got to find what's broken and get rid of it. Nice. So I'm going to find out what's duplicated. I'm going to put in the comments. I'm going to comment how long the raw footage actually is, since we don't know right now. But as a reminder, this is going to bury me in a hole for about a week probably, with how long this is. Because even without any sort of copying, I'm estimating this is somewhere in that 35, 45, 50-minute range, raw footage-wise. So I'm going to run through this, cut out the extra stuff. I'll comment, that way you can see how long it is. Yeah, like, we made it. We made it through alive. How long is this live stream? It's almost 2 hours. We marathoned this mothersucker. It's motherfucker. You know what? I have cursed so many times for this. This is the cursing stream. Graphic content expected. We made it. So yeah, we made it. The phone didn't die again. I'm going to sign off and let my phone charge. You guys do the like, share, subscribe thing. Tell people what's up. Share what we did here today. And I will see you guys for the next live stream, probably sometime late next week. I hopefully can get this posted up. I'll start edits on Monday. And probably most of Monday and Wednesday are going to be edits. And then I hope to have this up Friday. I hope to have this up in 1 week. It might take longer because it's going to be a lot of sound effects again. A lot of gunshots, a lot of epic fights and stuff. And I have to find a church organ sound for the ending, apparently. All right, long sign off is long. This is the Sherm's Great Skip Dictations. Thanks for joining in, fellas. I'll see you guys later. Peace.